of a raptor, and you probably picture a sleek, deadly sprinter chasing down prey across dry, dusty plains. But 70 million years ago, in the Chorrillo Formation of southern Patagonia, the fossil record reveals a very different reality. Ancient soil and plant fossils reveal a temperate, humid wetland, overflowing with meandering rivers, water lilies, and seasonal ponds. It was an ecosystem crowded with heavyweights, like the 10-meter-long apex predator Maipe macrothorax. But it also hosted diverse smaller life, including frogs, lizards, and Patagonia, a semi-aquatic ancestor of the modern platypus. For a smaller predator, the classic raptor toolkit, sprinting and leaping onto large terrestrial prey, is a poor strategy for navigating deep mud and dense aquatic vegetation. To survive here, one predator abandoned the terrestrial hunting playbook entirely to become a river-wading aquatic specialist, a dinosaur named Kank Australis. Kank belongs to the unanlagids, a distinct family of feathered, bird-like theropods found exclusively in the southern hemisphere. As we see in this silhouette comparison, they look quite different from their northern cousins. These animals were lightly built and possessed elongated snouts, providing an evolutionary head start for catching prey in the water. But fragmentary remains unearthed between 2018 and 2024 reveal that Kank Australis took those family traits and pushed them to an extreme. Paleontologists initially had very little to work with at the La Anita farm site, mostly a few bone fragments and some isolated teeth. However, those fossil teeth immediately stood out. Northern raptors have serrated, knife-like edges for tearing through flesh, but Kank's teeth are completely smooth on the edges. Looking at this 3D model, you can see the unique anomalies of a Kank tooth. It has sharp, longitudinal ridges running down the sides and a figure-8 profile when viewed in cross-section. That specific shape isn't designed for slicing meat. It functions as a vice grip, engineered to capture and hold onto slippery, thrashing fish. The definitive piece of evidence emerged in 2024, when an expedition recovered a crucial piece of the dinosaur's spine, the 10th neck vertebra. This schematic highlights the bone's internal structure. It is filled with air chambers to reduce weight and features specialized anchor points for neck musculature. This protected vital blood vessels while allowing the neck to function like a coiled spring, capable of lightning-fast strikes. This is the exact mechanical structure we see in modern wading birds. It's the same adaptation that allows a heron to stand perfectly still before launching its beak into the water to snag a meal. Despite these avian adaptations, Kank still possessed the enlarged raptorial claw on its second toe, which is a hallmark of its predatory ancestry. But instead of pinning down struggling land mammals, Kank likely used this claw to maintain its footing on slippery, muddy riverbanks. Together, these traits describe a 3-meter-long, feathered predator standing dead still in a shallow pond, snapping up fish, frogs, and the semi-aquatic Patagonia. Kank's unique lifestyle tells us how it lived, but where it lives solves a mystery spanning the southern supercontinent of Gondwana. Prior to this discovery, researchers had found unanliad populations in northern Patagonia, along with fragmented evidence far to the south in Antarctica. Between those two groups lay a massive geographic void. For years, the absence of fossils in southern Patagonia left a significant gap in the family's history. The discovery of Kank Australis in the Chorrillo Formation establishes a clear geographic bridge across that void. It proves that this family of specialized predators successfully dispersed and thrived across the entirety of southern Gondwana. The genus name pays homage to the region's indigenous Tehuelche people, specifically the Awani Kank myth of an elder Rhea whose footprints formed the Southern Cross constellation. The species name, Australis, translates to "from the south," cementing the dinosaur's identity as a specialist of the southern latitudes. On the eve of their extinction, dinosaurs were not a monolith of heavy-footed terrestrial hunters. They were highly diverse, elegant specialists, capable of exploiting every niche in their environment.